Yo fam, what's going on? Strat here from Strategic Audio, back again with another brand new music production video. Today is very straightforward. I'm going to take you through a soulful, chill, boom bap beat that I made, and I'm going to be talking a little bit about why I did what I did and how I did what I did while showing you the process of making this beat. If this is something that you're interested in, if this is the kind of content that floats your boat and gets you going and inspires you to make beats and stuff like that, drop a like for the video and subscribe to the channel. Your support really means so much, and you'll get a whole lot more videos just like this. Also, there's links in the description to our website where you can get both free and premium loops and samples, just like the content that we create here for you every week in these videos. Now, what I usually like to do when I'm starting these compositions is make a melody using some sort of a piano instrument, whether it be a grand piano, an upright piano, or a Rhodes, or some sort of similar electric piano emulation. And the plugin that I tend to most often use is, of course, if you've been here before, you know that I like to use Piano Tech 8. However, I decided to switch it up a little bit because I found that switching up your process can really inspire you in different ways. So for this one, I started with the drums. So that's the first thing I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you putting together the drums. And it was the drums that really guided the direction of the melodies. It guided what the melodies ended up being. The energy of the drums pushed me in a particular direction in terms of what I ended up playing. So here we go. We start with the drums. Alright, so now that's down, I got directly into the piano part, and in this particular case I used a Rhodes emulation, of course, with Piano Tech 8, and playing in the key of E flat minor at 88 BPM. I should have mentioned that before. We're at 88 BPM. This is like a typical kind of 90s boom bap kind of tempo and style. And here's what I came up with for the keys, the Rhodes, the electric piano, that smooth, kind of silky vibe. And for this style, you don't really want to do anything too complex. If you're a fan of hip hop, a fan of the boom bap styles that have become so ingrained in the foundation of hip hop, that it doesn't need to be too super musical. I mean, this style obviously is more musical than chopped up sample style because I'm playing everything live. But even with that in mind, you don't need to try to be Beethoven or Mozart. You just need to do something simple and catchy, and these are just 3 simple chords. I'm going to use Piano Tech 8's little feature to show you what I'm playing, just to show you what the chords are. I'll drop that in here right now. Right, and that just set the tone and set the vibe for a chill, soulful boom bap kind of style. Right, so the next thing I did was I grabbed my old kind of beat up guitar and I wanted to play a simple kind of counter melody to the main chord progression, and here is what that sounds like. Alright, so the guitar, again, just a simple counter melody, staying obviously in the scale, in that E flat minor scale. There's not much else I can say about it. It's a layer that you add when you want to add that little bit of extra soul, that little bit of extra vibe to this particular genre, and you keep it simple. I didn't do anything that would make the guitar clash too much with the melodic kind of structure of the main chords. You see, main chords already have melody within it. That's just the style that I like to use. So the guitar is just to accentuate and complement that whilst also providing a counter. All right, so the next thing is a bass, and this bass is just going to be a simple foundation, mainly just playing the root notes of the chords, but obviously that's not something that a live bass player would just do in a simple and boring way. So you gotta add some transition notes and some little bit of spice here and there, and that's what I did. Check it out right now. All right, so that is essentially the core of the melody, the core of the vibe that's driving this composition forward. You know, and don't get twisted, right? I'm not going to be making this extremely complex. This is not going to be a super long video. I probably added just 2 more melodic elements to this, and believe me, they're very simple. The next thing was some strings using the BBC Symphony Orchestra plugin by Spitfire Audio. Let me backtrack. The bass was done with a nice sound font. If you're young enough, you might not know what a sound font is, but trust me, look it up. A lot of them are crap. Some of them are pretty good, and they're basically emulations of real instruments. And if you can get your hands on some good ones, they'll really help you in your productions. The guitar is obviously a live guitar, and I said what the piano was. So these strings, again, BBC Symphony Orchestra, they're very simple. Staying with that main chord structure once again, but adding a little harmony to it. So I wanted to get even more soulful, and I thought to myself, what can add a little bit of extra? And brass kept coming to mind. I'm not a brass player, and so I found a Contact Bank by Embertone. It's called Chapman Trumpet, and I played a very simple brass part that is essentially playing what the main chords played, but with adding some extra voicings to the chords in a different kind of way to allow it to play its own melody, sort of, but nothing that will detract from the main idea. And yeah, so this is what the brass trumpets sounds like. Alright guys, so really and truly, I didn't add anything more melodic wise to this. I like it simple. I like the vibe that it has with the drums, the bass, and those melodies on top. I think it's something that if it's arranged properly, a rapper or a singer or both can combine well and do something kind of retro, kind of modern, kind of a little bit of both. I might even write a verse and jump on it. Drop a comment below and let me know what you think of this. Of course, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. It really helps the channel. Again, links in the description where you can go to our website and check out all the loops and samples that we have. Some are free, some are not. Thank you so much for the support. It's really helping the channel to grow. Peace, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, here comes the full beat now, mixed and mastered. Hope you enjoy.
you.